Hey guys, what's up and welcome to another video. So in today's video I'm going to be talking about the case of Natalia Grace. So I haven't heard this much about this case, but the documentary is like #1 on HBO Max right now. So maybe maybe it is a more popular case that I'm not aware of, but I thought that I would talk about it on today's video today. But yeah. So she was a girl, or she is a girl, she's still alive. She was born in Ukraine and she has dwarfism. I don't remember which exact it is. I'll probably put it on the screen right here. Because I feel like that's like, anyways, but she was born with dwarfism. I thought that it was very important for me to talk about this case because I do have dwarfism, and our lives are very different. Like, she was put up for adoption like the day she was born. I was not, fortunately. I live a completely different life. So I thought that this was so interesting because I don't hear a lot about people with dwarfism. People with dwarfism are just not that talked about. But she is being talked about, which I think is so cool and so great. But a lot of us do end up getting put up for adoption because, whatever the reason. According to her mother, she was told that by a doctor that she had to put her up for adoption, which is just crazy, but so she was put up for adoption. She was born September 4th, if I'm correct, 2003, and she was born with her dwarfism, which everybody who has dwarfism is born with their dwarfism. I don't know why I'm saying that, but anyways, she was born with dwarfism. He also adopted her, and whoever adopted her was from Florida, and she was basically flown to Florida and adopted, and she said it felt like she was basically bought, which I don't know. That's just how she felt. And the people who adopted her were Christine and Michael. I just watched this documentary yesterday, and I'm not good at remembering stuff. So I'm not a very good person to do this, but it's fine. Anyways, so she was born and adopted by these people. And it was really weird, really sketchy, because apparently they did meet the parents that they adopted her from, but Michael, the father, said that he didn't. And Christine was never in this documentary. She didn't want to be, which is also very sketchy. Christine was apparently very abusive to Natalia, and she had 3 other sons. Natalia was the only girl, and she favored her sons, and one of her sons was a genius. He went to college when he was in high school age, he was a teenager, and he got to go to college, which is crazy, but so she wrote a book about him. I don't know what it's called. I don't know what it's called. But she wrote a book about him, and was basically he's the golden child, and she very much abused Natalia, made her stand for hours, with her nose up against the wall. She hit her, beat her, would abuse her like that. Very awful things. Put her in a dress, dressed her up like a gnome, and made her stand in front of the window like a gnome. I don't even know. Crazy. and did all of this, like, abusive stuff to her. And the most crazy thing about this, like, the abuse is crazy, but also the fact that they did not believe that she was 6 or 7 years old at the time. And they were like, no, you're not. Because she had developed, pubic hair down there. She, had developed up here regionally. She was an early developer, like at the age of like 7 or 8 years old, which is like the normal time for early bloomers to develop, like. But anyways, they were like, you're not a kid, like, you're just not a kid. Like, they even took her to the dentist, and the dentist was like, homegirl still has some baby teeth. I don't know what you're on about. Like, like, and even then they were like, no, she's 22. Like, they said this 8-year-old girl is 22 years old. I can't even. Like, that's crazy. And then whenever she was 9 years old, they decided, you know what? You're getting an apartment because you are not 9 years old. You are 22. Which also, interesting fact, in Indiana, which is where they moved, I guess, and where this all happened, where they changed her age. Whenever you adopt somebody, you are legally responsible for them until they are 21. So it's very convenient that they changed her age to 22. And Michael said that she threatened them at the foot of their bed with a knife, hid knives in her room, like a bunch of like crazy, like outlandish stuff, that she tried to poison her coffee, like just like craziness. Like I don't even know, but yeah. So all the more reason for them to change her age, because they were like, we don't want this little girl in here like trying to kill us, like, which is very suspicious, because if I saw someone standing at the foot of my bed with a knife threatening to kill me, I would call the police. Like, excuse you. Like, I would be calling the police. Like, I would be like, there is a girl trying to kill me. Like, I would be calling the police. Like, and apparently they went to, like, a farm, like a milking place in Indiana, where you can, like, go there and milk the cows or whatever. And apparently Natalia was walking, and, like, she has worse, like, feet, like, her feet, like, she walks, like, on literally the side of her ankle, so she cannot walk very good at all. That just comes with the disability that she had, or has. I don't know why I keep talking like it's the past, like, it is the past, but, like, she's not dead. Anyways, her foot was basically bleeding because she, like, couldn't walk, like, because they had to walk up this, like, mountain, or not mountain, but, like, hill, and, like, go on this trail to get to the cows, and she basically was like, man, I can't walk. So she, like, fell on the ground. She was sitting there. Christine, the mother at the time, was like, you know what, I'm gonna, like, go help her, and she told Michael and the boys to, like, keep on walking, and they kept on walking. I keep yawning, I'm so sorry. Anyways, and then they hear screaming, or Michael says that he heard screaming, and basically he thought that Natalia was trying to push Christy into the fences, because the fences had, like, electrical wire and all this stuff, and thought that she was trying to kill them. But yeah, Natalia denies this ever happening. Natalia does not believe that she was ever, like, trying to kill these people. Like, no, like, And the new family that she has was like, Natalia does not have an evil bone in her body. She would never. Like, I don't know what y'all are saying. But, yeah. And the son, Jonathan, that was in the documentary, like, never really said that she was trying to kill them. Like, I guess he, like, said that she had knives under her bed, but he was never like, you know, this girl's trying to kill us. And, like, Michael was pretty much the only one to vouch for that. But, you know. Anyways, so fast forward years later, she is in this apartment by herself at the age of 9 years old. But they're saying that she's 22, so legally she's 22. They had her birthday changed to, like, 89 instead of 2003, when she was actually born. And apparently the neighbors said that she was trying to kill them, was, you know, sexually abusing their kids, like, all this type of stuff, which Natalia denied. And basically, like, they said that she could not take care of herself. There was days when she would have body odor. Her mom cut her hair to, like, here, because she couldn't really wash her hair. There was not really any stools in this place. Like, there was a chair for her to get up on, but, like, that's it. And she was living by herself, which I just think is absolutely insane, to have a 9-year-old living by herself. Like, that's just crazy. And Michael would check up on her. Christine would apparently check up on her. But she was basically living on her own. And Natalia has a story where one day, basically, she was taking her meds because they did try to take her to a psych ward, and diagnose her with being a sociopath. So she had medications that she had to take. And her medications, she had to take 3 pills a day. And she took her medicine, and it made her sleepy, so she fell asleep on the couch. Christine came in, and she was like, hey, yo, why are you sleeping? Like, what is this? Like, you know. And she was like, well, I'm tired. And she was like, well, did you take your medicine? And she was like, yeah, of course I did. And Christine did not believe her, so she told her to take it again. And she, like, looked away. I don't know why she didn't watch her the first time. And she took more pills, 3 more. And then Christine was like, I didn't see you take that. Take it again. Like, and then watched her take it. And then basically left after that. Christine did. And Natalia was really dizzy. She could barely walk. She went in the bathroom. And she basically fainted, passed out. Because she just took, like, 9 pills. Like, and she's, like, 9 years old. Like, I don't even understand. But anyways. So a year after that, her lease was up in that apartment. So they move her to a different place. They move her out to Lafayette, Indiana, which, if you know anything about Indiana, you know that there are some dangerous cities here, okay? And Lafayette is one of them. Like, literally in the video, or not in the video, in the documentary, whenever they go back there, like, they hear gunshots, like, in that neighborhood that Natalia was living in. Like, it's just crazy. And they basically move her into this apartment, but instead of being, like, 1 floor, like the one that she did live in, it had stairs. Like, it had, like, a row of stairs, like, for the porch, and then, like, she was put on the 2nd floor, so, like, another row of stairs. And Michael said it was in walking distance of the store, like, of, like, this place where she could get her GED, all this other stuff. So let's say she's 10 or 11 years old now, living in this apartment by herself in Lafayette, Indiana. Can't even. Anyways, she one day was leaving the apartment and she was just walking around, in Lafayette, Indiana. So safe. No, it's not. But she runs into this lady. I don't remember her name. I'm so bad at this. I'm sorry. Anyways, if you want to look into the case more, there's a documentary called Natalia Speaks on HBO Max if you want to watch that. But Natalia meets this woman, and this woman is like, why are you living by yourself? Why are you, and she basically decided, you know what, I'm going to keep you. You're going to be living with us. And she had, 5 kids, 2 dogs, 3 cats, just a bunch of people to take care of and a bunch of animals to take care of. But Natalia was like, I don't gotta say in this, I'm 10 years old, man. So she's living in a much better place than she was, because now she actually has people around her. And they took care of her like they should have, unlike the other parents that adopted her that did not take care of her. And years later, she got to speak with Michael and ask him questions and stuff, but he did not want to talk about the age changing thing, which kind of suspicious, I'm just saying. And he ended up going to court because there were multiple counts of child neglect, and he won the case apparently, but I think that's because they couldn't mention the age changing thing, which would have made such a huge difference to this case in court if he would have gotten to talk about that. But he was like, no, I'm not going to talk about that, which is very much sus, but you know what, it's whatever. So basically he wins this case, and then he gets to talk to Natalia. Natalia's like, why didn't you leave, all sorts of stuff. And he's like, well, I feel that we both were being heavily abused. So he's victimizing himself in the situation, even though he was a bystander. You are a full-grown man. You, I don't even know. I was just like, come on. You're a full-grown man, and you're gonna sit here. He came home from work, knew about the fact that she was being beat. And Christine pepper sprayed Natalia. He knew about that. He lied and said that he didn't. Just a bunch of stuff. So much stuff. And, Christine got these boys, or not these boys, her son to urinate on Natalia's bed. Just weird stuff. A bunch of abuse, towards Natalia in this house. She couldn't fend for herself because she was 8 years old. Anyways, but yeah. So now she's adopted in a different family. These people, I don't even know how they aren't arrested. Oh yeah, and the second apartment that they moved Natalia into, they moved to Canada. So she did not have them at all around, because they were off in Canada, because the son that was a prodigy got into this college that was in Canada, so that's where they went. And Christine, as far as we know, is still in Canada. She refuses to talk on the documentary, so we don't really know much about Christine other than what the other people are saying. This case is just absolutely insane. I don't even, I don't even know. And I can't even imagine, like, because it's hard being a little person. Like, it really is. We already have so many obstacles, like not being able to reach things, like walking hurts sometimes, because like if you walk too much, like it hurts because our legs are like not built like strong enough to walk for a long time. It's just really hard. Like, that just makes me so sad and like so emotional for Natalia, because she had to live like that, and she was only 9 years old. Like, that's heartbreaking. Like, I don't even know. So she had to endure all of this, like, just crazy. But I'm glad that the woman that found her adopted her and ended up, you know, making her have a better life. And now that she's adopted, she's planning on doing college, or not college. She's planning on going to high school, doing a lot of things, because she was pulled out of school in the first grade by Christine, because Christine said that she was hitting people with her wheelchair and being violent towards the kids, which she was not, but you know. Just so much craziness went into this case. I couldn't even imagine being 9 years old and having to live by myself. Like, that's crazy. But yeah, if you guys want to learn more about this case, stuff that I didn't cover, whatever, go to HBO Max and watch the Natalia Speaks documentary. Or if not, I'm sure there's other videos, like she was on Dr. Phil. You could watch that or whatever. They made this girl out to be a monster, but she wasn't. She was simply disabled, and she simply, like, was abused. Like, that's all that was to it. But yeah, I just thought this case was really interesting. Like, I don't understand how legally you can go and change somebody's age like that. Like, but okay. But yeah. So I got really good feedback on last week's video. That's why I decided to do another true crime case video. Just because last week I got good feedback on it, and we're literally 1 subscriber away from 300 subscribers. By the time I post this, we might already be there. I don't even know. But that's so exciting, and I just want to thank you guys so much. I've been doing this for a really long time, because I really want to be a YouTuber. I really want to do this. Like, it's literally my dream to do this, and it just means a lot that people are subscribing and stuff. But yeah, and the fact that I haven't posted on my TikTok account is because it's not, I like TikTok, but I like filming YouTube videos. I like posting YouTube videos. I like editing YouTube videos. Well, I don't like editing YouTube videos, but I like YouTube better. I'm just saying. I like YouTube better. That's what I grew up on. This is what I love. This is what I like. I like TikTok too, but it feels better on YouTube to make videos and stuff. On TikTok, it's kind of stressful. But yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a like. Go to the community tab. I am pretty much going to be active on there whenever I'm active on here. And let me know what you thought of the video. Let me know if you want to see more true crime cases, and what true crime cases you would like me to cover, because I really like talking about true crime. Like, I think it's the most interesting thing in the world. Like, I don't know, true crime is interesting to me. And like, my life is so different than everybody else's, and I like learning about other people's lives and like stuff like that. I just feel like it's interesting. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video, and don't forget to stay bananas. Bye bye.